Hello students, in this video 12th standard computer science chapter 2 data abstraction. So now I will explain to chapter 2 data abstraction. So in this chapter you have to learn the concept like data abstraction, abstract data type, constructor and selector, list, tuples and pair. So these concepts are included in your chapter 2. So first one, just you have to remember it. In 11th standard you have to study abstraction and data. So what is mean by data? Data is a raw fact. If you get any value, it's a data. If you get any value in the system, it's a data. So abstraction means it's need only for essential and hiding information. Okay, so let us see the definition of abstraction. So what is mean by abstraction? So abstraction provides modularity. Abstraction provides modularity. So what is modularity? So modularity means splitting a program into many modules. Splitting a program in many modules. So just you have to consider one example. If you celebrate in our school function, annual day function means it includes different kinds of module. It including different types of module. So first of all we have to creating the programming list. So program list like welcome address, those who are handling the mic, and who is responsible for reception, who is the responsible person for prize distribution, who is the in charge of dance and drama, and who is set the word of time. So we have to splitting the work. So first of all we have to decide in the program means we have to split the work separately one by one. So that means the abstraction means split a program into many modules. So modules like we have to celebrating only one function. So annual day function only we have to celebrate, but this function including different section, welcome address, mic response and reception, those who are welcoming for peoples, and who is the in charge of prize distribution, and those who are performing the dance, and who are the responsible person for drama creation, and finally who is set to the vote of thanks. So we have to splitting the different kinds of list. So this is the example of abstraction. So this is the example of abstraction models. Okay, and next concept, abstract data type. So that means ADT, abstract data type. ADD stands for abstract data type. So abstract data type is a type or class for a object. Abstract data type is a type or class for a object. So those behavior is defined by a set of values and set of operation. Those behavior is defined by a set of value and a set of operation. So abstract data type is a class. So class means the group of member including one section. Class means the group of members including one section. So in this section, who is define a set of value or set of operation. So the definition of abstract data type only mention what operations are to be performed. Only mention what operation to be performed. So like the responsible person, like the drama means who are the responsible person and who are those who are participate in the drama. So that is only mentioned. So abstract data type means those who are participate in particular task. It does not specify how data will be organized in memory and what algorithms will be used for implementing the operation. It does not specify how data will be organized in memory and what algorithm will be used for implementing the operation. So, the abstract is called implementation independent view. So, it is called abstract. So, the Tamil meaning, so the abstract means short method. The abstraction uடைய short like its meaning of abstraction like shorting. So it is called abstract because it gives an implementation independent view. So dear student, just you have to remember, you are studying in 11th standard the abstraction. So already I am telling. So the process of providing only essential. So essential means important things. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the details is known as abstraction. So this is the main definition for abstraction. In case in the 2 mark question, what is abstraction or define abstraction means, you have to given the answer. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the details is known as abstraction. Just you have to note it, please. The process abstraction definition. The process of providing only the essential and hiding the details is known as abstraction. So just you have to remember abstract data type and the definition of abstract data type and what is mean by abstraction. And the next concept. So in case, dear student, in case you have to creating the abstract data type. In case you have to create, if we create the abstract data type means, abstract data type means we have to use two types of functions. So functions already you are learned chapter 1. So function is main block in our any other program, you know. So if we create abstract data type means we have to use two types of function. So two types of function here we have to use constructor and selector. Constructor and selector. So what is constructor? Constructors are function that build the abstract data type. Constructors are functions that build the abstract data type. And what is selector? Selectors are function that retrieve information from the data type. Selectors are function that retrieve information from the data type. So data type like the abstract data type. And selectors extract individual pieces of information from the object. So just you note. So what is selector? Selectors are function that build the abstract data type. Sorry, constructor. So constructor. What is constructor? So constructors are function that build the abstract data type. And selectors also function. Selectors are also function that retrieve. Retrieve means getting the information. One part to retrieve that section. So retrieve information from the data type. And also selectors extract individual pieces of information from the object. So let us see one example. So here I have to write one example. If you create a constructor means I have to creating 2 point x comma y. So it will be written. So make point I am using for 2 point x and y. So the x and only the written. In selector, first we have to call and we have to get the position of the value. So x position. Selector x cohort point, return point of 0. So x position we have to write the 0 point. And y cohort point, return point of 1 means, so in this here you have to consider the map. In mathematical you are using graph sheet, you know. The graph sheet like in your graph means, so here, so just I have to consider x, here x and here y. So first of all we have to create the constructor means this is x and y, but selector we have to retrieve the information. So x point is 0, so this is the 0 point, here 0 point, and y point is 1. So here this point of value here, so here we have to note, so this is 0 comma 1 point, this direction y, here x value, so x y we have to consider the value, select as 0 comma 1. So this is the concept for constructor and selector. So in your book you have to refer. So in case we are using for abstract data type means we have to using the function constructor and selector. So constructor making the graph work, and the selector means it is denoting by the correct location, the point of the value. And the next concept, so the next concept, list and tuples. List and tuples. So list is a sequence data type in Python object. List is a sequence data type in Python object. It can be written as a list of comma separated values like items or elements. So it can be written as a list of comma separated values between square bracket. So in case you want to creating the list in your Python program, you have to mention especially for square bracket. So square is denoting given is a list operation. So list of element, and items in a list need not have the same type. Item in a list need not have the same type. And creating list is as simple as putting different comma separated values between square bracket. So you have to note the list concept. So list is a sequence data type in Python object. If you want to create the list in Python program, we have to using square bracket, and we have to get the different type of element. It's not to be same type. And creating list is as simple as putting different comma separated values in between square bracket. So here one example I am creating for 3 list. So list 1 having 3 values or 3 elements. So I am getting the elements in character. So character means we have to put in single or double quotes. Character means we have to get the input single quotes or double quotes. So list 1 I have to create physics, chemistry and computer. List 2 I am getting the elements number. So separately we have to create 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma and 5. So this is list 2. And list 3 I am getting the elements in character. So character means we have to put single or double quotes. Okay, so list 1 I am getting some word. List 3 only I am getting single letter. So we have to use I am using for double quotes. So list 3 equal A comma B comma C. So dear student, here you note the value here the each element having the index position. In the list we have to consider the starting position. The index value is 0. The location of first position considered 0, and second one 1, and third one is 2. So list 1 the element P1 index value is 0, and chemistry index value is 1. Computer index value is 2. Here the list 2 the index value of 1 is 0. Index value of 2 is 1. Index value of 3 is 2. Index value of 4 is 3. Index value of 5 is 4. Here list 3. The index value of A is, what is the value of A? Yes, 0. Because the index value starting from the list 0. And 0, 1, 2, 3 up to going for the elements. So list 3, the index value of A is 0. Index value of B is 1. Index value of C is 2. So here, so let us see the list 1 having the item like elements. What are the elements in list 1? Physics, chemistry, computer. So I am getting the value like list of 1. So list of 1 having chemistry. List of 1 having chemistry. So list 1 of 1. So 1 is index position. So list 1 of 1, the item name is chemistry. So what is the list 1 of 2? What is the list 1 of 2? Yes, computer. So here you see list 2 of 2 means what is the element in locate? List 2 of 2 means the name of element like 3. So do you understand the concept in list? So list is a sequence data type in the Python object. In case we want to create a element in a list, we have to using square bracket. It can be written as a list, comma, separated values between square bracket. So square bracket, we have to using the elements. Okay. So are you clear, students? And the next concept, tuples. Next concept, tuples. So tuple is a sequence of immutable. So what is the meaning of immutable? It cannot change. Once we have to declare, it cannot be changed in the Python object. So the tuple is a sequence of immutable Python object. So that is very important point. Tuple is a sequence of immutable Python object. So tuple cannot be changed unlike list. So if we clear the list means we have to change the element, but if we declare the tuples means we cannot change the element. So in list we have to declare means we have to using the square bracket, but the tuple creation we have to using parenthesis. Tuples use the parenthesis like open and close bracket. Whereas list use square bracket, tuples use parenthesis. So comma separated value between parentheses like an empty tuple is written as 2 parentheses containing nothing. So here spelling mistake. So nothing. So an empty tuple can be written as a 2 parentheses containing nothing of element. So tuple containing a single value indicates like in case any tuple having only for single elements means we have to using the end of the element in comma. We have to declare the tuples. We have to end of the element. We have to put comma. So let us see the example. So I am declaring for 5 different type of tuples. I am declaring 5 different types of tuples. So here I am using for character and tuples 2 I am using for number and tuple 4 is empty tuple. So empty tuple means nothing of element. Just we have to put open and close bracket. And tuple 5 I am getting for only one element like single value. So single value you have to creating the tuple means end of the element you have to use comma. So you see the example tuple 1 equal physics, chemistry, computer. And tuple 2 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And tuple 3 I am getting the elements A, B, C. And tuple 4 is a empty tuple. Tuple 4 I am getting nothing of elements. And tuple 5 I am getting for only one element. So are you clear the concept? Are you clear the concept, students? Okay. And the next one, what is the major difference for list and tuple? So you see tuple is a sequence of immutable. We cannot change the element. Once we declare the elements means we cannot change. But list is a mutable. List is a mutable. So mutable means we have to change the value as per our processing. We have to change the value as per our process or as per our like running time. Okay, we have to, it's like a variable location. So list is a mutable, tuple is immutable. So tuples, once we declare the value, we cannot change the value of elements in tuple. So this is the major difference. So list is a mutable, tuples are immutable. Just you have to note it. And the next concept, pair. So pair means like pair is couple, like pair is one of couples life. It's very important concept in 2020 annual exam is one of the 2-mark question. So pair is a compound structure which is made up of list or tuple. So pair means it have creating tuples or list. We have to creating tuples or list. So the pair is made up of list or tuple. So we have to write the sentence. Pair is a compound structure which is made up of list or tuple. So already you know how to create list or how to create tuple. So list means we have to create square bracket. Tuples means we have to get the elements in parentheses. Okay. So bundling two value, any two value, bundling two value. We have to get any two values together into one. We have to creating two value in the one location. Okay. So bundling two values together into one can be considered as a pair. So this is the main meaning of pair. So bundling two values together into one can be considered as a pair. So for example, I am creating list. So I am creating for list 1. List 1 having the tuples. List 1 having 3 type of tuple. So list 1 0, 10 and 1, 20, 2, 3. So here list 1 equal the value is 10, 20, 30. We have to return 0, 10, 1, 20 and 2, 30. What is the meaning that here? So just I am creating only for list only, but I am writing for different way. So here 0, 1, 2. You know 0, 1, 2. This is the index position. So already I am told if you create a list, the index value of each element. So starting position of index value in the list 0. So the position of 0 having the value is 10. So that is I am writing here 0 of 10. So 0, 1, 2 are the index position of list, and 10, 20, 30 are values or element of the list. So here 0, 10 is one of the pair. So example of pair 0, 10. But here list 1 having 3 item. List 1 having 3 item. 0, 10 is one of the item. 1, 20 is one of the item. 2, 30 is one of the item. The 0, 10. What is the index location of list 1? Here 0, 1, 2. Okay, so 0, 1, 2 is the index position. 10, 20 and 30 is the value of list. So are you clear, students? So pair is a compound structure which is made up of list or tuple. We have to creating list or tuples. Any two value bundling together into one, that can be considered as pair. So example, just you have to see. So here you see. So chapter 2. So chapter 2 you are learning data abstraction, abstract data type, constructor and selector, list, tuples and pair. So abstraction is a sorting method. Abstraction is sorting method, and constructor and selectors are the function concept. List tuples are elements creation section. So are you clear, students? So chapter 2, just you have to see chapter 2, abstraction, definition and ADTTP, abstract data type, definition, what is abstraction, and the function concept like constructor and selector, and what is list and tuples. Tuples and pair. So these concepts are in your chapter 2. Thank you.